Well, it's rather strange. Here I am, your son, interviewing, well, having a conversation with you.
Yes, I don't think we've done this before.
No, I don't think we have. I was just thinking about the first time that I encountered wild animals was when you and Dad took the family to Kenya in 1964 to make the film Born Free. What was that like?
Well, that was an incredible experience, but of course, making the film, which took nearly 10.5 months, we'd no idea that that was going to be a life-changing experience.
It wasn't the only close encounter I've had with wildlife, but rather strangely and bizarrely, the second time was in the Surrey Hills.
Oh yes, my goodness, Christian the lion. Well, quite by chance, we'd gone into a furniture shop in London, or Bill had, Daddy had, because he wanted a desk for his gypsy caravan in the garden. And in this shop was this young lion that 2 Australian boys who worked in the shop had bought from Harrods Pet Department just before Christmas, 1969. And to cut a very long story short, Christian came to the country to live with us. We built a huge land compound in the garden, and for 4 months he's lived with us with the 2 Australian boys, John and Ace, before going to Kenya, where George Adamson returned him to the wild. 9-10 months later was this incredible reunion with Christian. He recognized them, he ran to them, he jumped up on them, and there was this incredible embrace. You can't describe it in any other way. That was shown on YouTube, I think I'm right in saying about 30 million times.
So, given Born Free, Christian the Lion, you would have thought perhaps that the reason that the Born Free Foundation started, the charity started, would have been because of lions, but it wasn't, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was because of an elephant. This little elephant, Poli Poli, who we'd worked with in a film in 1968 in Kenya, had been caught from the wild as a gift by the then government to London Zoo. And her death, many years later when she was a teenager, started our work, because we thought this absolutely must have a reason, this death. It must have a life. It must lead to a life of some other kind. And so we started our charity work then.
Amazingly, it's the 25th anniversary of the Born Free Foundation. Hard to believe that we set it up all those years ago in a room in London. But it's also the year that you're publishing your memoirs with a foreword by Joanna Lumley, The Life in My Years. Now, is that all going to be about animals? Is it Born Free, lions, or is there more to it than that?
I think when you get to my age, you can talk about your life because you've lived most of it. So it is very comprehensive, and there are a number of pictures in it, quite a few pictures, which show all the dimensions of my life. And I've had the most wonderful publisher, Oberon Books, who've been very sensitive in the way they've helped me and guided me and advised me. And I don't think you've read it yet, have you, Will?
Well, no, I haven't read a single word of this, and so I'm actually looking forward to finding out a few things. And all I can say is that it's going to be a good read, and it's available on the Born Free website, and I hope people will buy it. And a little bit of the money that's raised from sales actually comes to the charity, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I wanted to give back in some kind of way, something to Born Free, and it'll be launched in the middle of March.
I'm looking forward to a good read. Thanks, Mum.
Thank you, son.